What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. It's August 26th. Thanks for tuning in to Schmidty's MLB picks on Guy Boston Sports. I'm your host, Ethan Schmidt. We've got all 30 teams in action. The full 15-game slate in Major League Baseball tonight. It's Feel Good Hawaiian Friday. I've got my three favorite game plays, our YRFI of the day, and one, maybe two player props for the people. You'll have to watch to find out, and we may also roll with a little Friday parlay of the day, so keep an eye on the pinned comment until game time here today. Big shout out to our ballers. We love you guys. We'll never stop letting you know we are beyond grateful for the extra support you're dishing out here for the Guy Boston Sports channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Schmidty's MLB Picks is having a blast, and we are so happy to have you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It takes 0.5 seconds and absolutely huge for us. And if you want to support the channel, you can become a baller for just $2.99 a month. You get a badge next to your name, a bunch of exclusive emojis to use right here on YouTube. We also have ballers only giveaways, and the more ballers we get, I tell you guys, the more special things we can do for you guys, the more giveaways we can do, or special prizes we can give out for sure. And it is literally less than a Starbucks drink or a gallon of gas. So sign up to be a baller if you want. We are closing in on 11,000 subscribers. So close, just over 100 away. Like I said, please smash that subscribe button if you haven't. And we are going to be doing a ballers only giveaway for our 11,000 subscriber milestone. So get on board if you're able to. And really huge for me if you go drop a like for your boy Schmidty. Also, be sure to check out all of our awesome gear at GuyBostonSports.com/store. You can get the WOZZATIVE hat, the infamous one that I wear each and every day here on the show. We also have a lot of other great gear, our Fade Me gear, and Ev just sent me a surprise pack. Thank you, buddy. Big shout out to you. He actually hooked it up, and of course we have another hat here, a Fade Me hat that you can find, and then we just dropped these new shirts. Actually, it's a good day for a parlay. I would say we're gonna hit one here on Friday for sure. And then this is what I was really just excited to get. I got myself a WOZZATIVE hoodie as the cooler weather hopefully starts to roll in here soon as we hit fall and into the winter. And this is just going to be dope. I love this, the WOZZATIVE money hoodie. So I'm excited. And we also have an MLB shop affiliate link. So if you get any of your team's favorite gear, please think about us. That both of these links are in the description going forward. And yeah, if you do any MLB gear shopping, go through our link. Another way you can help support the channel. Our Thursday recap. We ended up finishing 500 again, and I just cannot have a dominant day here this week. At least we're not just getting absolutely rocked and losing everything, but I got to do better, guys. And it really wasn't a horrible day, but the Phillies just let us down on that first 5 team total over. They absolutely sold, only getting 2 runs in the first 5, but the Phillies do clinch the run line for the cash. And then the Blue Jays, they had every opportunity to roll the Red Sox yesterday, but they below the run line, so they were lucky enough to even win, but they did clinch their first 5 team total over 2.5, so I hope you had that with me. And then the Mets, we got bold and we took them at -2.5, and that was a mistake because they only went 3-1. That offense really sputtered in the second half after they clinched the first 5 team total over 2.5 too. When we finally get a YRFI, let's go. The Cardinals, they put up 3 runs in the first inning. Gotta love that. And then here's where I absolutely bricked yesterday, and I gotta do much better. Nick Castellanos, no hits at all, and he absolutely sold for us. And then Tristan McKenzie, this one, I rode with him because he put up 14 Ks in his last outing, but he only gets 4 strikeouts yesterday, and that was just a tough one. I should have gone with Drew Rasmussen. I mean, he was a heavy lean in yesterday's video if you watched, so we should have taken him, but that's the way she goes. Our hashtag ride of the days, we had Alan Monson on the Astros, team total over 4.5. That cashes nicely. The Astros put up 6 runs, and then we went with G-Town Laxer 5 again. George Springer over 1.5 hits, and I really like this one and he actually gets walked 3 times, of course, and then he did get the game-winning run in, but it was a fielder's choice, so he doesn't finish with 2 hits. So you get the womp womp, G-Town Laxers. Sorry about it, buddy, but that is all right. It's Feel Good Friday. I'm feeling a huge response here today. Lots of great picks on the board. You can leave your hashtag ride of the day each and every day in the comments for a chance to be shouted out on Schmidty's MLB picks. And you guys know I always go with the gameplay, but if I see a player prop I like, I'm down to ride with that as well. Just please remember, use the hashtag ride of the day if you want to be considered. I'm giving out free picks, so if you ever hit big or feel like giving a one-time tip, not asking for handouts, but I am dropping my Cash App. Just another way you can help support me and this daily grind. It's Feel Good Friday. Let's have ourselves a big night and fill those pockets for the weekend. I'm ready for a winning, positive, WOZZATIVE day here on Schmidty's MLB picks. Now, the slate is looking juicy, I would say. I'm going to give you guys some of my favorite leans here today. The Dodgers run line, of course, but heavily juiced. The Phillies run line, I think this is probably going to be one of my favorite plays here today because it's not that juiced. The Blue Jays run line, -1.5. And then the Mets run line, of course. And then I really do like the Rays Red Sox under 9.5. I think that is going to be a final play here today. And then the Astros run line. Sorry to our Orioles people, but I think Kyle Bradish is just a fade here, and this Astros offense is rolling for the most part. And then I do like the Padres money line. They're a much better team on the road for some reason. And then the D-backs, I think they might cover here today against the White Sox. I could really see the D-backs at least bringing it in within 1. I'm not a big Johnny Cueto supporter. I know some people out there are, but I personally don't mind fading him and taking my backyard team, the D-backs here today. And then I think the Cubs cover or maybe win the game outright against the Brewers here. Justin Steele has been pitching his booty off, I would say, and obviously Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Brewers, but this one could go either way, and I don't mind leaning the Cubs. And then obviously the Yankees run line, but yesterday I messed up and I told you guys to tread lightly on the Yankees, and that was a huge mistake. I still took their run line. I actually hit a couple 3 parlays last night, I mean, because it was such a square slate, so we won some money, that's for sure. But sorry about telling you guys to take it easy on the Yankees, but if there's a day you might, it could be today, because Garrett Cole always seems to sell the bag for some reason. And then I also don't mind the Mariners money line, but that game is going to be a classic, I think, between the Guardians and the Mariners. Julio Rodriguez is about to get the bag, so I really think that the Mariners could be onto something. I like Logan Gilbert as well, but Shane Bieber is on the other side, so that is going to be one of the more intense matchups here today. Both of these teams battling for an AL wildcard spot. But I'm going to give you guys my favorite game plays. I really like taking the Phillies on the run line. I like their first 5 team total over 2.5 as well. They're getting Bryce Harper back. This team wins at home. They are hot right now. They beat losing teams, and the Pirates are one of the worst teams in the league. And I really don't mind fading Bryce. What's his name? Bryce Wilson, the righty, and then the Phillies are hitting righties really well. Obviously in the top 10 this season. And then Bailey Falter really isn't that bad, guys, and I really don't mind backing him. And we're getting a decent value on this run line. I know there's a lot of run line options, but I think that the Phillies could be the best one here today. Our second gameplay of the day, I told you guys I was looking at that Rays Red Sox under, and it moved up a half run to 9.5, but I wouldn't even mind taking it at 9. I think this pitching matchup is just getting disrespected. I really like the way Walker's looked since his return from the IL, and then the Rays going with a bullpen day here today, and JT Chargois, is that how you say it? Chargios? Forgive me, I'm probably butchering it to death, but I think that this pitching matchup is getting disrespected. I know the Rays pumped the Angels, and then the Red Sox were able to get up some runs against Toronto, but I think that was just because Toronto was giving up too many runs when they shouldn't have, and then the Angels are just awful. So I really do like the under to start this series here tonight. Love me or fade me on that one. Our third and final gameplay of the day, and this one is really a toss-up. I gave you guys a lot of my leans, but I don't mind taking the Astros on the run line. Call me a square, I know, but Kyle Bradish is just a fade, and Lance McCullers Jr. has looked really solid in his return to the Astros rotation, and I really like the way that this Astros offense is looking right now. And the Orioles, you know, they can only be so magical so often, and they squeaked out that win in a huge way against the White Sox yesterday, but I really think, you know, traveling into Houston here, that the Astros should be able to take care of business. And I gave you guys all of my other leans, so feel free to interchange, but those are my 3 favorite gameplays. It's time for our YRFI play of the day, where we think a first inning run will be scored. And again, lots of good options here on the board. Those run line teams, I could definitely see them scoring in the first inning like we talked about, but I'm going to go with the Mets Rockies YRFI here today at -110 on DraftKings. I think that the Mets will get one here today because Chad Kuhl has given up a first inning run in his last 5 starts, and he is just an absolute fade here today. And I think that the Mets do get a first inning run today, especially after they were scoreless through 3 yesterday. So that's going to be it here for the YRFI pick. And then I told you guys that we might go with 2 player props. So if you watched now, you're getting 2 player props. Appreciate you, of course. And our batter prop of the day, this one is another toss-up as well, just because there's so many great options on the board. But I really like Trey Turner and Alex Bregman here today. I think we gotta lock up Trey Turner. It's at -110 on DraftKings, and that's just because he is smashing right-handed pitching, and he actually hits the ball better on the road. And I just think Trey Turner has a big day here for the Dodgers and gets a double. He might even home run and hit a homer. And then Alex Bregman, of course, he's been on an absolute tear the last month, and I like the way that he's actually hitting righties well. And like I said, Bradish is a fade. And then there's plenty of other great options on the board. We might have a hit parlay for you guys, so be on the lookout for that. Our pitcher prop of the day, again, you know, you can't go wrong with some of these guys here, but I really like taking Shane Bieber for the Guardians over 6.5. You're getting a decent value. It's actually a -108 on FanDuel, and he only needs, well, not only needs 7 is a lot, but I do think that he can get 7 here today because he just shoves. Win or loss, Bieber is putting up those strikeout numbers, and Seattle is in the bottom 3rd strikeout rate in the league. So let's ride. That'll do it for Schmidty's MLB picks here on Friday. Please like, subscribe, share this video if you haven't. Join our Discord. Lots of great community conversations going on in there. Follow me on Twitter at @TheEthanSchmidt. Is where I post the final plays each and every day for Schmidty's MLB picks. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Ethan Schmidt. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.